The Anaconda 5 movie brings back the primal terror of nature's deadliest predator with a fresh surge of energy, fear, and relentless suspense. In this chapter, the world has changed in ways few could have predicted. Yet one fear remains constant: the terrifying presence of the giant anaconda, a creature that defies human understanding and refuses to be contained. The film takes this primal fear and expands on it, placing characters in a series of escalating dangers where the serpent is not just a predator, but a force of nature that exposes the darkest instincts of those who encounter it. From the earliest frames, there is a sense of unease that permeates everything. Deep jungles, murky rivers, and abandoned research facilities become stages for a story that blends survival horror with psychological tension. As the movie opens, the landscape feels unfamiliar yet eerily familiar, as though humanity has once again underestimated the unpredictability of the natural world. The original encounters with giant anacondas were terrifying enough, but what unfolds here suggests that those early warnings were only the beginning. Small reports of missing explorers, distorted satellite readings, and inexplicable disappearances hint at a growing problem that cannot be ignored. These early moments mix dread with curiosity, compelling both the characters and the audience to venture deeper into a mystery that no one is fully prepared to face. The central group of characters in Anaconda 5 comes from diverse backgrounds, each with their own motivations and personal histories. Some are seasoned expedition leaders and biologists who have dedicated their lives to studying rare species, while others are adventurers drawn by the thrill of discovery. A few come with more personal reasons, driven by a past loss or a desire to prove themselves in the face of danger. These varying motivations create an intricate emotional tapestry, giving each character a stake in the unfolding nightmare rather than making them mere victims waiting for the next attack. Their interactions reveal much about human nature when confronted with a threat that is both unimaginable and unavoidable. The jungle environment itself becomes another character in the story, hostile, unpredictable, and alive with hidden dangers. Thick foliage blocks sightlines, muddy riverbanks conceal lethal traps, and the constant drone of insects creates a sensory overload that amplifies every sound and shadow. The filmmakers use this setting to great effect, generating tension not just through what is seen, but through what could be lurking out of view. There are moments where silence feels more dangerous than noise, where characters find themselves waiting, breathless, expecting something to strike before they know it is coming. This method of building suspense makes every step forward feel like a gamble where the odds are stacked against survival. As the group ventures deeper, strange signs begin to emerge. Broken equipment, inexplicable claw marks in trees, and eerie sounds echoing at night suggest that whatever they are dealing with has evolved or adapted in ways no one expected. The sense of mystery grows as clues point to a creature that is not merely large and dangerous, but cunning and extraordinarily resilient. The film plays on the fear of the unknown, using subtle hints and near-miss encounters to create an atmosphere where the viewer begins to anticipate threats long before they appear. This slow escalation keeps the tension taut, making each scene feel connected to a larger, more terrifying puzzle. Conflict within the group intensifies as stakes rise. Differences in personality, decision-making styles, and moral codes begin to clash, and the once unified expedition starts to fracture. Some want to retreat and save themselves. Others insist on pushing forward in hopes of capturing scientific data or proving theories about the creature's existence. These interactions add emotional complexity to the narrative, revealing how fear and desperation can reshape relationships and reveal hidden strengths or weaknesses. In many ways, the humans become as unpredictable as the serpent they seek to understand. The first direct encounters with the giant anaconda are designed to shock and exhilarate. The creature's sheer size and power are overwhelming, its movements both graceful and terrifyingly efficient. These sequences blend physical danger with atmospheric buildup, ensuring that every sighting is memorable, visceral, and deeply unsettling. Rather than rushing through the confrontations, the film allows each encounter to unfold with escalating tension, mixing strategic retreats, tactical decisions, and moments of sheer panic that remind viewers how unprepared humans are when faced with a predator of this magnitude. One of the most compelling aspects of Anaconda 5 is how it explores the idea of adaptation, not only of the creature but of the people facing it. As the story progresses, characters begin to learn from their near misses, adjusting their strategies and testing the limits of their endurance. There are moments of ingenuity that highlight human resilience, using natural resources, improvised tools, and tactical ingenuity to fend off a threat that seems unstoppable. These moments do not diminish the serpent's power. Rather, they underscore how survival often depends on adaptability rather than brute strength. The emotional core of the story is revealed through key relationships among the characters, bonds formed in fear, trust earned amidst chaos, and the painful sacrifices made when faced with impossible choices. Not every connection survives the journey, and some departures are marked by heartbreak that resonates long after the moment has passed. In these moments, the film humanizes the horror, reminding the audience that the fight against nature's deadliest force is also a fight for what it means to be human. As the narrative moves toward its climax, the tension accelerates. The survivors discover that the giant anaconda is not acting alone, but may be part of a larger ecological anomaly that defies conventional explanation. This revelation reframes the threat from being a single predator to something far more pervasive and insidious. The implications of this expansion raise existential questions about humanity's place within the natural order and the consequences of pushing into environments that may be better left undisturbed. The final confrontations are intense and dramatic, blending physical action with psychological strain. Characters are pushed to their emotional limits, facing not only the creature but the fears and doubts that have haunted them throughout the journey. These sequences emphasize that survival is not merely about escaping a monster, but about confronting the deeper truths they have been avoiding about ambition, responsibility, and the cost of discovery. When the climax finally resolves, it brings a mixture of relief, loss, and ambiguity. The immediate threat may be subdued, but the ramifications of their discoveries linger, leaving viewers to ponder what comes next in a world where ancient predators may be far more adaptable and dangerous than ever imagined. The survivors' reflections on their experience highlight how close encounters with terror can change a person forever, transforming fear into courage and reshaping one's understanding of life's fragile balance. Anaconda 5 ultimately delivers a cinematic experience that thrills, terrifies, and provokes reflection on humanity's relationship with nature's primordial forces. It blends suspenseful action with emotional depth, making it more than just a creature feature. It is a story about survival, adaptation, and the unsettling realization that some mysteries are more dangerous than discovery itself. This chapter of the series reaffirms why the Anaconda legend endures, fearsome, unyielding, and as powerful as the human instinct to survive against all odds. Through breathtaking encounters, intense emotional stakes, and a narrative that refuses to take the easy way out, Anaconda 5 stakes its claim as a bold continuation of a saga rooted in primal fear and relentless tension.